So the testing time frame, pretty much is turnaround time frame is pretty much under 24 hours consistently. So it's really good, and we've been really impressed, particularly because we're putting fair numbers of tests in the lab simultaneously. So their service to us has been tremendous. Yeah, and yeah, I mean, relative to your outside commercial vendors for lab testing. No question that the health system allows us to have some financial advantage over having to go out of the system and use other labs. So that's been a huge help too.
Yeah, because other labs, you're looking at 100 plus per test. Is that correct?
That's the typical average in a commercial lab is going to be about $125 a test. So it is not an insignificant financial burden to do that. And again, because the standards for competition from all of these various organizations are including the PCR testing, you have no option. If you're going to compete, you're going to have to do the testing. So for some of our conference colleagues that do not have a health system or a major hospital system associated with them, they've been relegated either to basically creating their own labs and buying their own equipment and their own chemicals, and then having their academic folks, basically run the lab for them, or they've contracted with these larger commercial labs to do it. But cost is an issue for that, and also I do worry, even for these larger labs, that turnaround time on paper is one thing. I do worry about, if you've got multiple institutions that are sending hundreds of tests simultaneously, and then, obviously these labs are contracted with multiple other companies and probably to health systems and so forth as well. That's a ton of tests to do. And so, when we're sort of under the gun to meet a time standard, it does make me worry that that may be tough to do for anybody, depending on what the burden of disease is overall and how many tests are needing to be done. So we're trying to line our ducks up as best we can to make sure that we are buffering ourselves from that.